So today we're talking about what to do with this three-dot menu. You can insert something above, below, you can edit something, duplicate, delete, hide a booking from traveler view, table of contents, and then inserting a page break. So we're inside our itinerary, and we're going to do the first one, which is insert new above. So I'm just going to hover over the three dots. I'm going to select insert new above, and my different booking options show up here. And I'm going to use other / notes, and I'm going to start to type in how to use your AXUS travel app. And as I start to type it in, this is something I initially saved in my organization's library. So I'm just going to select that. And as I do, I've got all this content that's pulled through. So the first time, just a refresher in case this is still new. We have some newer people on the call, I think. You would put your title here, you'd add your content below, format it how you like, and then just that one time you would click the copy to library. So the next time you started to pull it up here, you look for that little magnifying glass, you start to type it in, and it'll populate from your library. So clicking save, and there it is. So then the next option would be insert new below, and you can figure out kind of where you want to have it. Maybe it's after important phone numbers. So insert new below. Again, going with other / notes. And then here in the title, I'm going to put weather forecast for Sun Valley. And I'm going to add content. I'm going to add my content. So I added the title there, and then I'm going to add below. So click here for 10-day weather forecast for Sun Valley. And then I've got my link, and I'm actually going to embed that. So copying my link, highlighting the word click here, then, and I'll make it a little bigger in case it's small. Okay, so again, copied my link, and then I'm highlighting the word click here, clicking the link icon. It's going to open up this little box, and I'm going to paste it, my link, and then hit save. So now it's embedded when I click on it. Delete that. You could do a number of these 10-day weather forecasts. You copy the library so you have it for just different locations. Maybe your top 10 places to send people. You could certainly, copy the library just that one time. That's going to pull it over. And I'm going to click save. Right. And this next thing for my three-dot menu, I had insert new above, insert new below, and my next one is edit. Of course, you can always just click on a booking and you can edit that way. But if you want to, you can also edit this way by just going to that three-dot menu. So if I have important phone numbers, I'm going to click edit, and then I can just add what I want here. Just also to show you, similarly to what I did with the hyperlink, that embedded link, I can do that too with a phone number. So I'm highlighting the phone number, and I'm adding the word TEL : no space, TEL : no space, hit save, and then I can just follow that again. So again, TEL : no space. So with the, it's a little different if you're hyperlinking a word, but with the phone number, again, you're highlighting the phone number, clicking that little link icon, TEL : no space, and save. All right, so I've edited that. Again, you can either go to the three-dot menu and edit, or you can just click inside and edit. All right, the next one is the duplicate. So duplicate right here. So this is something you could do if you have maybe several different like tea times for golf, or maybe you're going to the same coffee shop like 2 times. You can kind of just whatever you're kind of duplicating, because that's the action we're doing. You can do it with transfers. You can do it with rental cars. So here I have transfer from airport to hotel. So one kind of simple thing I can do is I can just hit duplicate. And you'll notice this little triangle that shows up here. And what I can do is I need this at the end of my trip. I'm literally going to drag and drop it to Sunday, and I've dropped it. And now that I've dropped it, I'm just going to go in and edit it, because now it's actually from hotel to airport because it's the end of my trip, right? And then departure is hotel, arrival is airport. So it's just kind of a quick way. I want to still keep that image. So it's just kind of a quick way to duplicate a booking, kind of just use it again and just make a little tweak. Similarly with if I have a spa appointment on the 19th, I could hit duplicate and then I'm going to drag it down to a different day. And here I could just say like facial. And then if I need to change the time or whatever I need to do. All right. Again, you could do something with, just to kind of show you, I'll say add it in post travel. So transportation, let's say you do a rental car from hotel to airport. And then again, like you could do, just duplicate it. And then just edit this one, airport to hotel. So just a way to just help you get that info in a little quicker. You could add that in. Okay. And the next one we're going to look at is deleting. So let's say we don't need this taxi on this day. It's not needed. I can just simply hit delete. And we don't need it on this day either. I can just, again, just hit delete. And then the last two that I added as well, I'm just going to hit this next in the 3-dot menu, delete, and delete. Yeah. Right. If you ever deleted something accidentally and you need it back, this is a good thing to look at as well. Go to restore bookings inside your specific itinerary. Oops, I'm in the wrong one. Restore bookings. And if I go down, I'll see the items that I deleted. And if I need to restore one, I can do that. So that's definitely a helpful thing. Go to restore bookings inside your specific itinerary. Right. The next thing we're going to look at is hiding a booking from traveler view. So let's say I'm still working on this itinerary, on this specific booking rather, and I want to hit publish to the client because they're eager to see it. In order to publish, just a reminder, I need at least one booking and one traveler in order to publish. So I'm going to hit publish because I have what I need. So now it's been published, but let's say I'm not done working on this tour or this private lesson, and so I don't want my client to see it yet. So what you can do is go to the three-dot menu, and you can click Hide Booking from Traveler View. So to show you what that looks like, here you'll kind of see that little eye with a line across. So it's a hidden booking. So that's where you can just kind of keep working on it. They're not going to, they shouldn't receive any like notifications as you're continuing to work on it. And then when you're ready, you can just unhide booking from traveler view. So that is an option for you. All right, and then after that, a three-dot menu, go down to hide booking from table of contents. Perhaps you don't want the price breakdown in the table of contents, so let's take a look at what it looks like right now. So if I go to the web view, and I've got my table of contents here, and it's like how to use your AXUS Travel app, important phone numbers, weather, and then the price breakdown. And let's just say I don't want to include it here. So what I can do is go down to price breakdown and then hide booking from table of contents. And it's not going to leave a little symbol, but it'll just be here, unhide booking from table of contents. And you can see that. So now when I reload the page, you're not going to see it here anymore, but it's still here in the content itself. All right, and the last thing we're going to take a look at before we look at any questions, if you want, you can head to the little chat little bubble and type any questions. Some people also sent some chat questions ahead of time, so you can definitely go there. We're going to insert page break before this booking. So the last option is insert page break, this last one here. So this is definitely a guess and check, go back and forth to see where the page cuts off. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to have the PDF with images. And I haven't changed, so that should be a normal size. If I go here, I can do with images, and then I can change my font size. I'm just going to go with the default. So just to kind of make sure it is set on default, I'm going to export it here, and we'll take a look. Okay, so it should be that normal size. And this is what it looks like. Part of the table of contents is on the second page. Let's say I want Monday, January 17 to be on its own page. So what I can do then is buy this transfer from airport to hotel. I can insert page break before this booking. So now you'll see this little icon. So that a page break was added there. So now I'm going to go again and export, and we'll take a look at what it looks like. So now January 17 is on its own page. Let's say the same, we want January 18 to be on its own page, as for example. So let's go back. And then we'll insert page break before this booking. So then let's export again. So again, we have the 17th on its own page, and now we have the 18th starting on its own page. So you can definitely look through and see how you like it, how it kind of makes sense to you, just breaking up the different information. All right, now let's take a look at any questions you have and any questions that were submitted. So the question was, you can only hide when published, not before. No, you can definitely hide it when it's unpublished. I'm going to unpublish it, and then just for some reason, if I want to hide booking from Traveler View, and it's unpublished right now, and I can hide it. No worries about like any basic questions, no worries. Okay, so question, just starting an itinerary. Yeah. So if you're on the main itineraries page, if you're starting an itinerary from scratch, you're going to click the new button, and you're going to add your title, your start date, your end date, and just start your itinerary. Which brings me to, I think there's questions on some different trainings. One thing you can do, so one thing as well, like if you log in, you'll be taken to our homepage, which is a really great tool as you start to build your itineraries. You know, it'll definitely be a useful tool. You can see a start date of a trip is in green, and when a trip ends, will be in red. So yeah, when you log on, this will definitely make more sense as you start to build your itineraries. Definitely click on that little green icon. So when you log in, you'll be taken to the home page, and then from there you'll click on itineraries where we were. So one thing, when you're on that home page, click on webinars, and then that'll take you to different trainings. So one thing is, last year we had some really good 15-minute trainings where you can just check out different topics where we discussed. So some good stuff there. So definitely check that out. Our AXUS basic and advanced trainings. If you haven't had a basic training with me, definitely sign up. If you use client base, sign up for this one. If you're non-client base, sign up for this. And then there's also the recorded trainings you can watch. This is the AXUS Q A you're on right now. Once a month, I do an advanced training, and then these are some past recordings. So I will copy and paste this to the chat. If you write me, if you saw, I saw something that said my dashboard doesn't have that as an option. If something has arrived, send me an email, support@axustravelapp.com, and I'll take a closer look. So if I don't get to your question today, or need to take a closer look, please send me an email, support@axustravelapp.com. If you're client base, it's like a database where you can have different res cards, like basically your trip components within the res card, or different little reservation types like air, hotel, transfers that will sync over to AXUS and basically start your itinerary. And then once it has synced over, you go in and you make additions, add some tweaks, different things. It's also very user friendly to just start from scratch. And not use client base. And so you're just going to click again that new button, itinerary name, start date, end date, and save, and that's going to create the shell of your itinerary. Let's see. Once you have published an itinerary, is the client notified every time you make a change update, or need to alert them to go look? Great question. So when you first publish the itinerary and then you make some updates, I think if you made like 3 updates in like the first 30 minutes, I don't think it's going to ding them every time. They need to be accepting push notifications on their phone, just like notifications like they would for other different apps in their own settings. it shouldn't bombard too much. If you're making a lot of changes, I probably would go ahead and unpublish, and then make your changes and then publish again, just so you're not inundating them. But if you're making a change every now and then, and they have the push notifications on, they'll see that something's been updated. It also doesn't hurt to just send them a message in the itinerary and say, hey, I updated this booking. Do you see it reflected on your side? Take a look, and things get kind of excited about it. So this is again where you can message them in the messages section, send them a message right there. Yeah, Jill, if you just want to send an email to support@axustravelapp.com, and we can take a closer look. All right. All right. Some questions before. If you want to make a trip proposal, you can certainly do that. You can either, if this is your itinerary, you can just copy this to the library, and it should strip out any specific traveler info and specific dates. So instead of January 17 to 23, it'll be day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. So if I go to the library, I can take a look at an example. If I go to itinerary templates, so if I pick like Hawaii and go to the web view. So again, instead of specific dates, it's day 1, day 2, day 3. And then this has the word shared in it, so I can copy and paste this proposal in an email to someone. They don't have to log in to see it. It's got that word shared in the browser, so you can always send a web view to them. If you want to share your itinerary, like you're on the itinerary side, and you want to share an itinerary with somebody, again, just click on the web view of your itinerary on that side, and it's got the word shared in it, and you can copy and paste this in the email and say, hey, I've been working on your itinerary. What do you think of it so far? Anything you want to change for January 19? I've got packed full of activities. Like maybe you want like a day to just rest, so you certainly can just copy and paste the web view link. And again, you can find the web view link by clicking in your title box for that little computer, or down below, it's here as well. Let's see. I think there was a question. Flight changes. So a week out, and let me take you to a couple things here, a couple links. So a week before the flight, a week before that first departure flight, these little red plane notifications can show up, that maybe there is like a flight update available. That's like a week out. So you can click on that and say, oh, okay, that changed by 10 minutes or whatever, and you can click that update. We leave this for you to confirm. So the original time, and then it's been updated, and you can confirm that. You can always go inside the flight and click that update flight status to see if that's changed. If there are any major flight changes, you can certainly, I would unpublish the trip and publish it again to send like a kind of a fresh start to Serum, which is formerly Flight Stats. Could do that. Yeah. Yeah, so if you are working with a tour company, of course, you can always invite colleague DMC or tour operator to work on your trip with you. You can search to see if they already exist with AXUS, or you can go over to New, add their name, email, and invite them to join you for free. You could go to your document section, and if they sent you a really nice travel document, you could certainly upload that document to the trip, and they can access that there in their document section. Then another question about vendors. So you can go to vendors in the top menu, and you'll see our existing integrations. So if you are wanting to import a Classic Vacations, you can connect and add your credentials. If it's GoGo, click that import button, add your IATA number, GoGo username, GoGo password, and GoGo specific booking number, and import an itinerary. So you can certainly do that. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? A question before was, how does this app benefit me and my client? You're going to see, I mean, even just with the web view, they have 3 different ways to, see the information: the web view, the PDF, and the app itself. They can get those push notifications to their phone and see an update. If they just refresh their web view, they're going to see the latest changes on itinerary. You can kind of just go paperless in a sense. So there's just a lot of information at your fingertips, and you're able to just get that out to your client in more ways than one. All right, well, hang on for a couple more minutes. But thank you so much for joining me today. And if I didn't answer your question specifically, send me an email, support@axustravelapp.com. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you again.